First of all, that mindset needs to be where it needs to be. You need to tell yourself you're worthy enough, you're qualified enough, and that you can do anything that you think of. Because if it's in your mind, it's for a reason. I know you want to stay productive this winter. Watch this video to learn more about the winter arc and how you can maximize these cold winter months. So today we will be talking about winter arc, and I'm so excited because honestly, when I saw this trend, I didn't even realize that, I didn't know what it was. I obviously, I know, seasonal depression and during the winter months, we tend to feel down and, stuff like that. But I didn't really know what winter arc was. So when I started seeing the trend, I was like, oh, this is dope. This is dope. So for those of you who don't know, winter arc is basically a time for you to buckle down, to kind of hone in on yourself, your values, the things that you want to pursue, because everyone else is resting. Now, this doesn't mean we're not resting, because one thing about me is I'm going to rest, okay? Because we don't want to burn out, but you want to maximize this time. So usually people start pursuing their goals in January. However, you're starting now. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. It's Alondra and I'm so excited to be here. I feel like I haven't really done a how to sit down video in a while, but if you're new here, my name is Alondra, and on this channel I like talking about self-growth, productivity, mindfulness, faith, motivation, discipline, just all things that are just going to excel you in life, and most importantly, God. I don't play about God. So if you're on this channel, I will be referring to God a lot and talking about him because he is my why, he is my everything, and he keeps me going. So I'm going to be touching on 4 key topics. And if you follow me on TikTok, I kind of made a mini guide to this. So I'm kind of just going to elaborate what I talked about in my TikTok. But there will be 4 main points, and I want you guys to follow. How could I forget? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Grab your drinks. We have an infused, they say this is detox water, and I guess it is detox water because alkalinity, and it's detoxing your body. But I love making these waters. If you want a how-to video, let me know below. But inside this water, I have cucumber, basil, and lime. And I'm in Japan, and in Japan, y'all, they do not play about their limes. They're seeded. So pour us up, girl. All you need is a tequila. Just kidding. Ooh, tequila won't be bad though. So we have our drink. Everybody grab your drinks. Okay, I want you guys to sit, open a notebook, grab your little notebook, take your notes. This is a time for you to really pour into yourself, okay? If you're watching this video, first of all, that mindset needs to be where it needs to be. You need to tell yourself you're worthy enough, you're qualified enough, and that you can do anything that you think of. Because if it's in your mind, it's for a reason. So I hope that as you watch this video, you really are kind of planting those seeds in your mind. Excuse me. Planting those seeds in your mind so that you can really do what you need to do during these months, okay? Give yourself grace and proceed with caution in the sense that you're not going to always come through with everything that you say you're going to do, and that's okay. But I think what matters the most is that you can say whether you had to rest, whether you had to keep going, you gave it your all that day. So as you're watching this video, keep that in the back of your mind. Give yourself grace, okay? Because it's really hard. It's easier to give that advice, even for myself. Giving myself grace is I'm so hard on myself, and everybody around me tells me, I don't care. I got goals to accomplish. But it's so important to give yourself grace because you have to acknowledge how far you've come in any capacity. Anyways, let's jump right in. So the first topic we're going to be talking about is, I want to quickly talk about this book, The One Thing by Embarrassing. Look at me messing up. I'm going to put the author's name right here. And I'm actually going to put a picture of the book right here. I got this book for free at a free library. And this book has changed my life. I've never read a book so fast. Yes, it was kind of small. But when I tell you this book is what I like about it is that it's controversial in the sense that it kind of goes against what society normalizes, which is doing many things, focusing on many things, multitasking. But when we really think about life and how the brain works, the brain is only able to focus on one thing at a time, right? So just because we are able to do many things, because one thing about me is I'm a multitasker. I love doing many things. I have many tabs on my laptop open. I just am everywhere because I'm good at many things. However, just because you can do many things doesn't mean that you're focusing on many things. So So what you're kind of doing is putting 20%, 20%, 20% in each thing, when you can instead take the time to slow down and put 100% in one thing and then move forward to the other thing and also put 100%, so that they're all getting what they need to get at the right time and with the right amount. So the goal is to focus. The goal is to focus as best as we can on our one thing. So the book is called The One Thing. So as I was reading, I had my personal one thing that is between me and God. But I realized that as I was reading the book, God revealed to me what my one thing is. So your one thing could be a relationship. You're trying to better your relationship with your partner, or even your relationship with your mother, your relationship with your father, a sibling. It can be a friendship. Maybe you're trying to strengthen a friendship, or you're trying to work through a friendship. Your one thing is going to align with what you value, right? So for me, I value knowledge and learning. I love reading. I love learning. The more I learn, the better I become, the happier I feel, the more satisfied, because that's just what I love. I love knowing things because I love talking. I want to know what I'm talking about. Does this mean I'm not going to fall short? No, it doesn't mean that. But it just means that I have to do with what I value, right? And you want to focus on what is it that you value? How can it make you money? So this aligns with the Japanese practice called, I don't know the name, I'm still researching, y'all. But I'm gonna put it here. And basically it's talking about how you find your one thing and you figure out how it can make you money. And what is it that the world needs that aligns with that one thing? So you have to that's something you just need to sit and think about. What is it that you value, and how can you add this to the world? So like for me, I like talking and sharing my knowledge. So that's why I record YouTube videos. So finding your one thing and kind of maximizing it is what you can do during this winter arc. So kind of take the time to really sit and ask yourself, what is it that I value? What is it that I want to work on? What is it that I want to refine? And a lot of the things that, like I said, society really normalizes this like fast, go, go, go mentality. But you really want to take time. You want to think really quick. If you watch Korean drama, watch The Agency on Netflix. I really like the main character. She does this like tapping thing. And this is my first Korean drama that I've seen, but she does this like tapping thing, and she's a really deep thinker, but she performs extremely well because she's able to sit and think. There's also another quote I'm going to put on the screen, but I'm not even going to try to mess it up, but I'm going to put it here. But so you want to focus on your one thing during this winter arc. You want to see how, because remember, you're also resting. So you're pushing the gas pedal, but you are also taking the time to fill the gas up. So you don't want to overwhelm yourself. You don't want to do too much. Again, we're not trying to take on many things. We're taking action, but on our one thing, because we want to do it as efficiently as possible, so that it's when we move on to the next thing, we're not really leaving anything unfinished, right? So I think that's like really important to remember. And for me, I'm telling myself as well, like, I really need to slow down. Speak life over your one thing. So like I said at the beginning before I started talking, speak life over whatever it is that you want to do. You cannot be like, oh, I want to do this. And then you say, oh, I'm not worthy enough. Imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome. That is the enemy, okay? Because God does not say you're an imposter. God says you can do whatever you want. Well, within his will. But anyways, y'all, so that's the first thing. That's the first productive tip I have for you guys. Focus on your one thing. I'm going to list some things here that maybe you might see and be like, oh, this could be my one thing. But I'm pretty sure if you watched up until this point, you know what your one thing is. I know you know. I know. I know you know your one thing, because I know your one thing. Just kidding. Okay, number 2, pressure is pressuring. Okay, everything's expensive. We're keeping things to ourselves. We're not sharing, in the sense that like we're not talking to people because we feel alone in this battle. This is why I love TikTok, because you're probably going through something that I'm going through. We just choose to share the things we want to share. So what I'm trying to say is normalize your path and figure out a way to get out of whatever it is you're going through. And you can only do that with God. Anyways, That was a little like, I don't know, that was a little snippet. But so the second point is to be outside. Okay. I have to tell myself this a lot. Get off your phone. Get outside without your phone. Or if you're going to be on your phone, put it on airplane mode. Okay. Our phones emit this radioactive energy, and we are electromagnetic beings. And we are already going outside to charge. Ground. Stand on the ground with your bare feet and charge yourself up. I promise you, if you do it for 30 seconds, you will feel so empowered to go and do whatever it is you said you wanted to do. Get outside. I know it's cold. Take a hot cup of coffee. Take a hot cup of tea. I don't know. Make it work for you. If you can't go outside, open the window. Air needs to circulate in your home. Remember, we are living in homes that are built with toxic materials, okay? And the least we can do is open our windows. The least we can do is use cleaning products that are with clean ingredients. Eat foods that don't have inflammatory ingredients. Cook with oils that aren't inflammatory. My top cooking oils are olive oil, avocado oil, and then when I'm frying, shout out to my sister, I like using grapeseed oil. So I just wanted to throw that in there. But yeah, be outside. And if you can't be outside, like I said, open the window, breathe fresh air, and then get off your phone, get off your electronic devices for some part of the day. I know it's easier said than done, but we have to do this for ourselves. I tell myself this all the time. It's extremely difficult, especially when you're creative. But you know what the issue is? It becomes an issue when we start consuming more than creating. I ask myself, if I haven't uploaded a video, if I haven't edited or poured myself out in some way, why am I consuming someone else's life? It's too much being thrown at us and we wonder why we're overwhelmed and flustered. Baby, because we need to take a step back. We need to pour into ourselves, and you need to do things for yourself. We cannot keep taking in other people's lives. We can't. So even as you watch this video, I'm not saying click out. Keep going. But what I'm saying is do something for you. Don't let society keep you in this dopamine loop, okay? God is greater. So if you need help with that, all I can tell you is to pray. And one day you will wake up and God will give you, He will help you. One day you wake up, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to be on my phone. And don't fight the urge. Just go with the feeling. That's nothing but God, okay? Number 3 is, okay, this is my favorite one because one thing about me is I do not play about the energy I keep around me. I'm really stern on my boundaries. And if you know me now and even in the past, I don't play that. I just don't play about myself. I have a really high standard for myself, and that can be detrimental. I feel like I said this in another video, but it's more good than bad as long as I'm aware of where this boundary is getting placed. Surround yourself with people who are just as skillful as you, and they are just as willing to pivot as you. That is so deep. Pivoting is like I guess that's subjective. Pivoting is like a top skill of an entrepreneur. Pivoting is like a top skill of a creative. Someone who's pursuing their own journey is going to have to pivot. Change is inevitable. The ability to pivot is going to take you extremely far. When you see that something is not working, you pivot and you keep moving until what works. Pivoting is key. When you're around people who pivot, that means that you're around people who don't sulk. They don't feel sorry for themselves. They don't, why me? They don't complain. They're not always in this loop of like, I'm not getting better. They don't do that because even though it takes time, they wake up daily and they do what needs to get done today to get to where they want to go tomorrow. They tell themselves that all of the work that they put into this point is not in vain. They just have to do something, and it's called pivoting. Okay. So you want to be around people who are resourceful, who use what they have. We live in a day and age where YouTube University is at our fingertips. I have learned so much from YouTube University than I did in my college degree. I lied to you not. So if you're watching this, take notes, okay? The amount of information that is being provided to us and the rate at what it's being provided to us is insane. It's like overstimulating, like when I think about it, you know? So that's my third point. Get out. Go to a coffee shop with your people, whoever it is, your girls, your guys, whoever keeps you up. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm out here in Japan and God has provided. I have found a group of accountability partners out here in Japan. Isn't God good? I said, God, I'm out here. I ain't got nobody to talk to. I said, I don't speak Japanese. I said, what you want me to do? I kid you not, the day after that prayer, I woke up. When I tell you God is faithful, I said, God, I need me I do this by myself. One thing about me is I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m., go to Pilates. I'm gonna wake up at 7 a.m., go to a coffee shop. I'm gonna get what needs to get done. But to have people, hey girl, you trying to, hell yeah, I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Excuse the language. But like, you get what I'm saying? When you have an accountability partner and someone who is just as driven as you guys are unstoppable. You guys, two are better than one. Okay, think of 5 sticks. I think the Bible has this analogy. Think of 5 sticks versus 1 stick. Think of a big rock coming. You think the rock is going to hit the 5 sticks as quickly as it does the 1 stick? No, because you need community. We have to remind ourselves this. We need people. We cannot do things by ourselves. The Bible says, foolish is the man that think he can make with no friends. I'm going to put the Bible verse up here, okay? You need friends. You need community. You need people that are just as driven as you. Because if you think you can do this by yourself, baby, it is only at the top. So that was the third point. Surround yourself with like-minded people, okay? People who are resourceful. People who look at each day as an opportunity to succeed. Who wake up and say, you know what? God has given me this day. He has put air into my lungs. He made me look this good. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let this go to waste. God gave me this brain, this knowledge. I'm going to apply it. Look at the glass half full. Don't look at what you don't have. The more you focus on what you have, the less of impact of what you don't have. It doesn't matter. It literally starts to dissipate because when you use what you have, you're focusing on what you have. It enlarges. Then you get more and more. Gratitude attracts more. Okay. So that's the third point. We're coming up on the 4th point. And I'm just going to quickly talk about this because I talk about this in all my videos. But you want to nourish your body. Okay. I said this on my TikTok. You don't want to be a gasless car. Baby, we got places to go. You need gas in your car, and that means you need food in your body. Please drink tea. My coffee girls, because baby, I'm a coffee girl. You already know if you follow me on any other social platform, I don't play by my coffee. Okay? Hawaiian salted caramel latte me now. But I counteract, okay? Coffee is acidic. Benefits provided, antioxidants and whatever, it's still acidic. Your body operates on a pH scale. Teas are alkaline. Bitter greens, leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, super high in zinc. Reverse the effects of coffee. Coffee depletes zinc. Zinc is primary in your immune system. You're getting sick a lot. Are you drinking a lot of coffee? Eat pumpkin seeds. Eat seeds in general. I do this thing. I'm going to put a picture here. I take chia seeds in a jar. I soak it. In the morning, warm water, 2 spoons of the chia seeds is already soaked. Remember, soak your chia seeds. Put that in the water with fresh lime juice, a little bit of Celtic salt, or I use pink salt. If you don't have Celtic salt, use what you have. Sea salt is great. Drink that in the morning. I don't play about my sea moss shell. If you can't get your hands on sea moss shell, I know I'm sold out. It's okay. Use sea moss pills, okay? What I'm trying to tell you is this. You have to take care of yourself holistically. You have to do it. I saw this post and it said that what we do now in our youth will pay off later. Do what you can now to get where you want to go. Everything is not preventable, but I'm pretty sure the statistics are like 80% of sicknesses as you age are preventable. There is that slight percentage that it's an unfortunate situation and something does happen. But if you can take care of this body, take care of your one life, why wouldn't you do that? So nourish your body. In the morning, don't drink coffee. Now, there are mornings I wake up and I'm like, I cannot do this. I'm so tired. And I drink coffee. And I don't be mad at myself because like I'll get work done after. But for the most part, I really don't do that. It's so bad for your hormones. If you suffer from period cramps, you're just throwing this acid into your stomach. Especially it's ice. Now your body has to use energy to warm it up. We have to consume warm teas and warm liquids, soups, root vegetables, cruciferous veggies. I'm going to put a list of the things that I really enjoy eating because I know they're really good for me. Also, foods that are really high in magnesium, like leafy greens, dark chocolate, leafy greens, I said that already, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, hemp seed milk. If you guys want any of these recipes, I would love to do a video of like how I make all this stuff because God has given me a gift, y'all. But I love making hemp seed milk, and I put that in my oatmeal, I put that in my coffee, and I put that in my smoothies. But I do treat myself. I will sometimes have a latte with dairy. I will do that. I will sometimes have a latte with sugar. But what I do majority of the time is what matters. Treat yourself in this life. I'm not going to be rigid. Like I even think like when I have kids, right? Like I'm not about to say like, you can't have that, you can't have that. Like no, they go to a party, yes. Eat the cupcakes, eat 5. I don't care. But when you get home, you're drinking this green juice, okay? Anyways, y'all, so that is just the 4 points I wanted to talk about when it comes to winter arc and how I want you guys to stay productive. I do not want y'all to give up. Y'all don't have time to give up. I don't have time to give up. We have goals to accomplish. We have things we want to do. And we are lights. We are the light of the world. We are here to spread love as God's children. So do that with your time. Do that with your life. Implant that seed. Continue to speak life over your life during these colder months. I will be filming another video about seasonal depression and my tips to just keep your mental health high. So that's another video that's coming. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Bye.